A trip back to how it all started. I'm the coach. This is the NFL 100 Game of the Week on EA Sports. Tonight, the memory of the late Bart Starr will radiate through tonight's proceedings. It's a rematch of the very first Super Bowl ever played between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers. With that, let's get up to Wisconsin. Standing by, our Sunday night team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, it is a beautiful night for football here in the Midwest as we are at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26 now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a give, right side. It's Allen, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Allen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, Bennett, and he will get the 1st down as he's up to the 20-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a first down here, right? Pick up a first down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3-and-out on their opening drive. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Receiving yards at the midway point. It's a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Bennett, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
False start, offense.
And that'll set him back 5. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
And now a carry here for the fullback. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Hey, Team 6. Go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line.
60 yards. Tackle, 61. Matchbox, white.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Ingram. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Hey, Delta.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. They'll set up a throw, and he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2nd and 6. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's get it.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Allen. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Dawson. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Allen. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 40-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And look at this. It's a fake. But he will not make the first down marker. And that'll be a turnover on downs. The Chiefs defense, they get set and ready to do battle again. And despite being down on the scoreboard, this unit, they've had some big-time hits.
Sort of like us at practice the other day. I saw you take a running start at that blocking sled. You took it down. Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll try the left side. It's Bennett. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Well, we want to remind you that coming up tomorrow night on Monday Night Football, we have a couple of throwback heavyweights of the AFC from the 1970s, the Dolphins and the Steelers from Heinz Field. Kickoff at 8:15 Eastern Time. They start the drive with a give to Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football, but it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good. It was.
Yeah, you got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On 1st down, Bennett. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. They're going to look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's what I'm talking about.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Allen. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Over the middle, complete. It's Brooks. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Back to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Wild bill. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got you.
They'll drop the throw. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the 2nd half in Week 8 in the NFL. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. So here are the Packers now to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. The give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Ready. 8, read.
Rip left. Shit.
80 weapon. Ready.
On the give, this is their fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
61, crash box, right.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. It's the fullback. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what. Well, those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
You got it. You got it.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Bennett, and he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. A gain of 3, second down. Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. On third down, it's Bennett, and he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
152 fighter.
2nd and 4. Flush to his right, and complete on the right side to Bennett. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Go. Turn 2 stop.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for a first. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base He's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On second down now, it's Allen. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. But they convert on third with a gain of 22.
Down. 30 base. Cut.
Back to throw now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Dawson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. No gain there on the completion, second and 10.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Ready?
They run the draw play. Allen. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
I got you, Pop.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Now a carry for Allen. And he loses the football a second time. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Right here, right here.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. From 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
So the Chiefs opt to keep the offense out there, and they'll line up to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
On the set. 35. Get that. Greystone travel.
On first down, it's Bennett. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Right back to him on first down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll try the jet sweep here. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6. He'll buy some time right, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Bennett. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Brooks. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Touchdown, Packers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Point after here coming up. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
And now here comes Kansas City.
Down. 18 Gator.
Check the out, check the out, check the out.
Check go. 5.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught by Davis. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
That drive was quick and impressive. Needed to be after the game.
A try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll look to throw here on first down. Caught by Allen. It's a gain of 5, and it's a second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Dawson. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? 10 Lobo.
Check 55 to mine.
You ain't doing nothing today. Hit it.
He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
54. Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
On 1st down, Bennett. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bennett. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Come on.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Topper, topper.
Back to throw. He sets to fire deep. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Green Bay, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.